And we welcome you from the Dave Duval Pavilion here at Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon for this evening's NWAAC Northern Division men's basketball game as the Whatcom CC Orcas make their way here down on I-5 to take on the SVC Cardinals. Tough one for the Cardinals on the road. A hard-fought ball game, only to fall just a little bit short. 74-73 loss to the Peninsula College Pirates in Port Angeles. And when that, right now, where the Northern Division standings, Skagit Valley and Everett in a dead heat at the top. 8 wins, 2 losses. And keep in mind that Skagit Valley and Everett, they split their season series. Peninsula now in third place at 8-3 in the conference. Shoreline right now at 7-4. Currently in the number 4 slot. Number 5 on the outside looking in is Edmonds at 6-4. The rest of the Northern Division standings look like this. Whatcom is 2-8, Olympic 2-9, and Bellevue is 1-10. Overall, Skagit Valley is 23-2. Everett at 21-4. Peninsula is the hottest team in the Northern Division, having now won 4 straight. The Peninsula College Pirates are now 18-5. Shoreline, 12 wins, 11 losses. Edmonds at 14-10. And Skagit Valley has 2 road trips next week. And that will dictate their fate. If they can stay on the top, Shoreline next Wednesday night, and then the rematch, a big showdown that transpired in January when Edmonds came to town. Cardinals won by double digits. So for the Cardinals, it is going to be imperative that they can take care of business on the road at Edmonds next Wednesday night. At Shoreline next Wednesday night, and at Edmonds next Thursday afternoon. As a point to note, next Wednesday, special start times. The women will tip off at 5:30 p.m. The men tip off at 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday evening. And then on Saturday, it will be an afternoon affair. Women will tip off at 2 p.m. The men at 4 p.m. next Saturday afternoon. And then in a week and a half, Cardinals will wrap up their season schedule, the regular season schedule, with the Olympic College Rangers out of Bremerton. In that loss, for SVC, a breakdown of that ball game. Skagit had 3 players in double figures. Top scorer was Anthony Iglesia with 21 points, 18 for Willie Thomas III, and 12 for Daniel Santana. But it was the hot shooting of Davian Harris Williams. In 29 minutes on the floor, Harris Williams went 12 of 20 from the field, 6 of 10 from beyond the arc, 2 of 6 from the free throw line, 32 points in the 74-73 victory for the PC Pirates. The team numbers in that ball game for Skagit Valley: 24 of 55 shooting from the field at 43.6%, 5 of 20 from beyond the arc at 25%, 20 of 27 for 74.1% for shooting for Peninsula. They shot 49% from the field of 29 of 59 shooting, 10 of 17 from beyond the arc, and that's 58.8% for the free throw line, 6 of 14 for 42.9%. And Skagit had out-rebounded Peninsula 33-30. And as we get ready for tonight's contest, let's get you situated with tonight's starting lineups. For Whatcom Community College, under head coach Jerome Jenkins, assisted by Tony Lalonde and Chandler Batiste. Andrew Anderson, 6'5" freshman from Provision Academy out of Concord, California. That's in Northern California, nearby Oakland. Kenneth Savo, a 6-foot sophomore guard out of Dillingham High School in Dillingham, Alaska. Spencer Martin, 6'4" freshman guard out of Oroville High School in Oroville. That's that's on the Canadian border in north central Washington. Marcus Montag, 6-foot sophomore guard out of Seaholm High School in Bellingham. And Alex Coleman, 6'2" freshman guard out of Lakewood High School. For the Skagit Valley College Cardinals, under head coach Carl Howell, assisted by Jamar Williams, Skagit Valley will start these 5 tonight. Anthony Iglesia, 5'7" freshman point guard out of McQuaid Jesuit High School, Rochester, New York. Daniel Santana, 6'2" freshman guard out of Wilson High School, Tacoma. Kate Isaacson, a 6'5" sophomore guard out of nearby Cedro Woolley. And Daniel Sharp, 6'8" sophomore center from Kamiak High School, Mukilteo, South Everett. So the starting 5 for SVC: Iglesia, Santana, Isaacson, okay, I forget about A.J. Chappelle, 5'9" sophomore guard out of Kentridge. So it's Iglesia, Chappelle, Santana, Isaacson, and Sharp for SVC. Whatcom will be in their road burgundy uniforms with white numbers and letters front and back, or white piping on the tops and the bottoms of their pants. Skagit Valley in their home whites with red numbers and letters front and back with a blue trim around those numbers. Santana from the baseline, shot put up, partially deflected, and a foul called. Our officials tonight: Manny Nichols, Andre Springer, and Tanner Williams.
Foul, Whatcom number 12, Andrew Anderson. This is first and team's first.
Foul is on Andrew Anderson. First personal, first team foul. First free throw up and in for Daniel Santana. Second free throw on the way is up and down. Two nothing, Skagit Valley. Cardinals on the takeaway. First turnover on Whatcom. Driving baseline, trying to go for the reverse lay, too strong. Makai Harris, outlet, shot for 3, but Marcus Montag is short, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals. It will be Whatcom basketball. Baseline, left-hand side of the window for Alex Coleman. Inbound Makai Harris. Spencer Martin. Ball knocked out of the hands by A.J. Chappelle. Recovered by Coleman. Pops one up from 10 feet. Good.
Alex Coleman.
First out of the ball game at 19:04. 2-all. Iglesia. Santana, cross-court pass. A.J. Chappelle wants to drive baseline. He'll throw high floaties. High floaties from 10 feet. A.J. Chappelle. 4-2 Skagit Valley. 18:44 to go. Long shot for 3 straight away as Alex Coleman quickly with 5. Iglesia to Sharp. Drives baseline. He'll throw one up, rattle it around. Backs on the 10 about 4 times and falls for Daniel Sharp. 6-5. Two lead changes already. 6-5, Skagit Valley with 18-10 to go. Throwing one up in the paint. Shot up and short by Coleman. Offensive put back up too strong on the back of the iron. Rebound for Skagit Valley and Kate Isaacson. Santana. No look pass in down low to Sharp. On the reverse lay up and in. Daniel Sharp for 4. 8-5 Skagit. Timeout. Whatcom. 30-second timeout. So that gives us the opportunity to update the interface. As the crowd shuffling in here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. And we will get you a rundown of the games on tap throughout the NWAAC. Majority of the men's games have gone final. We will get you all the particulars as the night goes on. Whatcom basketball forecourt. Montag snagged out of the hands by A.J. Chappelle. Second turnover on Whatcom. Cover on the man, Mackay Harris. Chappelle dribbles between the wickets, out to the left wing to Santana. 17.5 minutes, rolls off the Sharp pick. Going tween, switching to left to right, and a loose ball. Foul called on Whatcom. Whatcom foul on Alex Coleman. Second personal. Team second. Inbounds for Iglesia. Long fling to Santana. He'll recover. Out to the right flat. Chappelle rolls off the Sharp pick. Cross court. Up fake by Isaacson. Down low to Sharp. Give and go. Down low. Lay it up and in. Daniel Sharp quickly with a half dozen. 10-5. Skagit Valley. 17 minutes remaining here in the first half of play here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. Kenneth Savo wants a knife inside, dumps it out, pass left to the corner. Firing three is Montag. Marcus Montag. And that breaks Skagit's early 6-0 run. Isaacson, Chappelle, pass over the timeline. Switches to dribble right to left, goes cross court to Iglesia. Isaacson and download it to Santana. In down low, Sharp. Double team, hook, partially deflected, no call. There it is, there's a call. It's contact, and it's going to go on Skagit Valley.
Foul Skagit Valley number 3, A.J. Chappelle. That's his first and the team's first.
First personal, first team foul on Chappelle and Skagit Valley. Out of bounds in the toss of Whatcom. Orca's third turnover. Chappelle. Iglesia, back to Chappelle over the timeline. Goes along the near sideline, stuck in a double team, needs help. Smart move to go to knock it off. Knock it off with Salvo to go out of bounds. Skagit retains possession. Inbounds Isaacson. Putting the fist up for A.J. Chappelle. Switch off to the right, to the left. New player in the game, Tyler Blowen. 6-foot sophomore guard out of the Cordes. Iglesia. Ball stolen away. First turnover on SVC. Going coast to coast. Too strong off the back of the iron by Mackay Harris. Sharp to Iglesia. Bounce pass to A.J. Chappelle. Backs out to the right corner. Long overhead pass to Kate Isaacson. Sharp Will give Iglesia back out right-hand side to Chappelle. 15 on the shot clock for SVC. Iglesia, cross-court pass. Isaacson, open three from the corner. Up too long on the iron right-hand side. Rebound by Tyler Blowen for Whatcom. Makai Harris, right wing. Hill set up, pop a three. Short on the iron right-hand side. Offensive rebound for Tyler Blowen. Long shot outside. Hits front iron short. Rebound to Johnny Chappelle. Chappelle put the fist up. Caleb Shelton will check in on the next dead ball for Skagit Valley. Guy behind the back, dumped it off right-hand side. Long shot, Iglesia, three! 3 puntos, número uno. Iglesia on the tally, 13-8. Whatcom wasting no time. Shot put up for the baseline. 8-footer is good for Marcus Montag, now for 5. Skagit 13, Whatcom 10 inside. 14.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Iglesia keeps the left-handed dribble alive. Isaacson, turnaround jumper. Good in the paint from 6 feet for Daniel Sharp. Sharp has 8. 15-10 Cardinals. Attempted pass, trying to make the save. Good idea of a Santana, but that pass ends up hitting the back of the backboard. We have a timeout on the floor, media timeout. 14-13 remaining here in the first half of play. Skagit Valley 15. Whatcom 10. A reminder, Cardinals are on the road next week, next Wednesday night at Shoreline. Special start times. Women tip off at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon, and the men tip at 7:30 p.m. Wednesday night. And then the Cardinals are on the road on Saturday for 2 afternoon games. The women will tip off a week from today, or a week from tonight, 2 p.m. And the men's game tips off at 4 p.m. against the Tritons of Edmond CC. And where the men are concerned, this road trip can dictate so much, because right now things are tied at the top. Skagit Valley and Everett are tied. Skagit and Everett are tied at the top of NWAAC North at 8-2. The Cardinals and the Everett Trojans, they split the season series. So those next 2 games will prove critical. Whatcom in down low, shot put up and in. Count the bucket for Spencer Martin. We will go to the free throw line. Foul on Daniel Sharp for SVC. First personal and the second team foul. 15-12 Cardinals. Free throws coming up. First one is up. Actually, shot for the three-point play is up and in. (15-13) SVC. Cardinal basketball forecourt. Out to the right flat. Santana to Iglesia. Works out to the left-hand side. DeMarcus Allscribe, new in the game. 6'3" freshman from Anchorage Christian High School, Anchorage, Alaska. Shot put up in a contact foul. Trying to get up and around the defender, Caleb Shelton. And Shelton is fouled.
Foul on Whatcom, number 21, Spencer Martin.
Foul on Spencer Martin for Whatcom. First personal, third team foul. Iglesia to inbound, baseline, left-hand side of the window. To Sharp, covered on the man-to-man defensively is Spencer Martin. Wants to drive baseline, faces a double team. Good, up and under, too strong over the 10. Ball is loose. Great save by Shelton. Paul Scriven. Santana, and Santana is fouled. Contact foul on the arm.
Foul on Whatcom, number 13,
Michael McGlynn new in the game for Whatcom. McGlynn is a 5'10" freshman guard out of Seaholm High School. Bellingham, home of the Mariners of the Northwest Conference. Santana inbound, baseline left-hand side of the window. Shelton. Ball is loose, recovered by Sharp. Drives baseline, shot put up with a one-hand pack with the left hand. Rise and fire through the hole. 17-13, Skagit with a 4-point lead. Coleman for Whatcom, outlet pass, Bolin fires three, right around and drops right in for a three. How to blow it, 17-16, Skagit Valley.
Timeout, Skagit Valley.
Timeout Cardinals. 13:09 remaining here in the first half. So, let's get a gander. Again, it's a 30-second timeout. Men's basketball that have gone final. We'll try to focus on NWAAC North. Peninsula, an easy win on the road at Olympic, 85-63. Top performer in the ball game was Davian Harris Williams, 27 points, including 3 of 5 from the field, 11 of 16. 11 of 16 from the field, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and DeMarcus Hall Scriven gets the bucket for SVC. 19-16. Cardinals, shot put up, rung in and out. Rebound by Iglesia. Stuck in the backcourt, covered defensively by Makai Harris. Pass to Santana, forecourt drive. Up and off back, Iglesias off angle three, rims right to left. Offensive rebound for Sharp and a holding foul called on Whatcom. This is going to be one of those scrappy games. Fouls on Makai Harris for Whatcom, first personal. Skagit inbound, baseline left-hand side of the window with A.J. Chappelle to do the honors. Chappelle, 5'9" sophomore out of Kent Ridge, out of the North Puget Sound League. Inbounds to Santana on the left corner, covering the man-to-man by Reese Voot, new in the game now for Whatcom CC. High floater, 10-footer off iron left-hand side. Hall Scriven with a great save. To Chappelle. Chappelle to the right, flat covered on the man-to-man by Marcus Montag. Pass behind the back. Off high post right, goes cross-court. Santana on the up-fake baseline. Shelton. Chappelle fires three. Off iron left-hand side. Scramble for the basketball. Loose ball recovered by Reese Voot. Voot out of Bellingham. 5'8" freshman. Andrew Anderson. Anderson on the scoreboard with his first bucket of the evening. 19-18 Skagit Valley. Chappelle. Pass intercepted by Alex Coleman. Throwing it up and bringing it down with two hands. Alex Coleman. And Whatcom has taken the lead. Third lead change at 11:35. 20-19. A whistle blown underneath. That will be a foul on Whatcom. Holding foul on the Orcas. On Andrew Anderson, the second personal, and the 6th team foul. Skagit only has 2 team fouls. Whatcom at the limit. Chappelle to inbound, baseline right-hand side of the glass. Cape Shelton. Santana. Cover the man-to-man by Montag. Works away to the right now to Chappelle. With Voot on defense. High overhead pass. That went back about the 5th row. And it's out of bounds. Skagit turnover. $11:15 to go here in the first half. Here's Voot. To Santana. Can't move that pivot foot. Back pass out to Montag. That's top of the arc. Left-handed dribble, it'll spin off. Jumping back off to Coleman. Outlet with 8 to shoot. Long shot, 3, and got it. Alex Coleman quickly has 10. 23-19 Whatcom. Santana. on the right wing. Cover of the man-to-man defensively is Montag. Pass intercepted. Pass stolen away by Vogt. Third turnover in SVC. Spin up inside. Shot up. Clean block. Clean block by Isaacson. There's Skagit Valley with Hall Scriven. Dump it off down low to Santana. Keeping it alive. Iglesia out to the right corner. Step back three. Hall Scriven short on the iron right-hand side. Rebound by Caleb Shelton. Santana back up on top between the circles to Iglesia. Getting close to the halfway point. Rolled out the pick, delivered by Shelton. Step back, angle. Shot put up, and a foul will be called. Pushing foul called on Spencer Martin for Whatcom. Second personal. And the team seventh, so that will put Whatcom over the limit. Anthony Iglesia at the free throw line. Fouled in the act of shooting 2 shots. Here's the first free throw. Up and in. Iglesia for the free throw line, averaging 85%. 23-20. Second free throw, barely tickled the twine. That's in. Iglesia now for 5. 23-21. Whatcom halfway through, 10 minutes into the paint. Coleman dumped it off back to Montag. Switches to dribble left to right. Free throw line extended partially. It was deflected. Recovered by Iglesia. He'll push. Got the numbers. Tap up underneath, and it goes out of bounds. It will be Cardinal basketball. Coming off the bench, Willie Thomas III, 6'6" sophomore. Point guard out of Lincoln, Tacoma. And we have a media timeout. Media timeout at 9:46 remaining here in the first half. Whatcom Orcas 23, Skagit Valley College Cardinals 21. So as we get the opportunity, let's take a look at other matchups, other games that have transpired. Shoreline defeating Bellevue 82-71. So the Dolphins keep within striking distance. 28 points for Angelo Lloyd for Shoreline. And led all scorers. 13 for Kalen Myers. Mussy Tekomariam for 12 for Shoreline. For Bellevue, 5 players in double figures, leading the team in scoring. Trayvon Richmond for 15. 13 for Jalen Womack off the bench. 12 for Trey Lawrence. 11 for Marshall Clark. 10 for Gerald Hood. Skagit inbound, baseline right-hand side of the glass to Santana. Hall Scriven. Iglesia out to the right wing. Rolls off the Willie Thomas pick. Skip. Free throw line inside. 14-footer front arm. Back pass and in it goes. Got shooter's roll. Willie Thomas on the scoreboard. We are tied at 23 all. 9:30 to go. Long shot for 3. Marcus Montag hits long range. 26-23. Cardinals. Thomas. Iglesia, overhead pass, Santana. Wants to go angle, 12-footer. Rimmed it right to left and out. Rebound by Spencer Martin for the Orcas. Coleman over the timeline. Drives the right-hand sideline. Outlet kick. Vogt fires 3. Short on the iron right-hand side. Rebound by Marcus Hall Scriven. Iglesia. Blows by everybody. High off the window, and it goes. Anthony Iglesia now for 7. He was like the Roadrunner. Beep, beep. He gone. 26-25. Whatcom's lead cut the 1. 8:35 to go here in the first half. Martin on the drive. Blocking foul. We got a player down. Cade Isaacson. He's slow getting up. He got a little bit help. He got help from Willie Thomas.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 5, Cade Isaacson.
Cade Isaacson called on the blocking foul. That will be his first and the third on the team. And Isaacson is going to head to the bench, and Sharp will check back in. Isaacson hit that hip on the hardwood. First of 2 free throws. Spencer Martin's up and in. 27-25, Whatcom. 8:32 to go here in the first half. Second free throw, great rotation, and it goes. Martin has 5. 28-25, Whatcom. 8:25 remaining here in the first half. DeMarcus Hall-Scriver rolls off the Sharp pick. Works his way on the right-hand side, Santana. Santana covered on the man by Montag. Santana free throw line out to the left. Dumps it off back to Iglesia. Trying to find open drive. Outlet kick. Santana. High post right. 15-footer on the way for Willie Thomas. Way short. Scumble for the basketball. And we're going to have a foul on Skagit Valley on the loose ball. That's going to be on Sharp. If that is, that will be his second.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 34, Sharp. That's his second and team's fourth.
As we have a timeout briefly on the floor, as we got moisture on the floor to get that resolved. Kenneth Savo, 6-foot sophomore from Dillingham High School. Dillingham, Alaska, out in the last frontier. Coleman on the right, out to the right flat. Ball loose, he recovers the dribble. Into the paint, up inside, shot put up high out the net, bucket, and count it. Basket is good, blocking foul. Called on Daniel Santana, first personal. And the 5th team foul on SVC. Alex Coleman with 12 points. Going to the free throw line to attempt a 3-point play. Shot is short, way short. Rebound. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven. A.J. Chappelle over the timeline. Blows by in between 2 defenders. Ball is loose. Recovered by Coleman. 4th turnover. Errant pass off the noggin of Hall-Scriven. Here comes Willie Thomas. Step right up and a clean block. Whatcom the other way. Up front, give and go down low. Skagit recovers on their back end. 6th turnover on Whatcom. 7:13 remaining here, and we got to have a holding foul called on Makai Harris for Whatcom CC, his second personal. Team's 8.
It's his second and team's 8.
So A.J. Chappelle will go to the free throw line. Chappelle, 83% free throw shooter. 30-25, Whatcom. Sprung off the back of the iron, trying to make the save and doing so. Orca's up forecourt, high post, left-hand side, 15-footer on their way. Front iron back, blasted out by Coleman. Chappelle over the strike, rolls off the Thomas pick, and an offensive foul called on A.J. Chappelle.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 0, Willie Thomas. It's his first and team's 6th.
Each team now with 5 turnovers in the ball game. 6:45 to go here in the first half. 30-25, Whatcom up and underneath. Give it go. Down low, laid up and in for Andrew Anderson. Anderson now with 4. Whatcom on a 6-0 run right now. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the second half. 32-25. Pass by Chappelle. Knocked out of bounds. Cardinal basketball. As Cade Isaacson looking to sub in. And he'll check in for A.J. Chappelle. Now Skagit's going to have some size. Willie Thomas at 6'6". Isaacson at 6'5". Inbounds to the left-hand side of the window. Iglesia outlet to Isaacson. Long three! Kane Isaacson! And that breaks Whatcom's 6-0 run. 32-28. Cardinals working up to their front end now. There's Iglesia. Nice in. Got bumped underneath on the drive. A pushing foul on the Orcas. That will be the team's 9th. With 6:01 to go here in the first half. Michael McGlynn. McGlynn picks up his second personal. 19 foul. Iglesia to the free throw line. Front iron back glass too strong. Rebound Andrew Anderson for the Orcas. Inside of 6 minutes, 5:55 to go here in the first half. 32-28, long stroke outside three. Right around in and out by Coleman. Iglesia over the head of the SVC logo. Sets up NBA three! 3 puntos número 2! Anthony Iglesia. Timeout. Whatcom Orcas, and it will be a full timeout. Stoppage in play. 5:34 remaining here in the first half. Whatcom Orcas 32. Skagit Valley Cardinals 31. Now let's get a gander of what other actions transpired around the NWAAC. Highline a winner at home in Thunderdome in Des Moines over Centralia. That was huge. 78-70. Highline had 4 players in double figures, leading the team in scoring. Malik Hall for 24 points. From the field, 7 of 11, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 block. 16 for Micah Jesse, 15 for Nathan Yockey, 14 for Jalen Faison for Centralia College. Top scorer was Tyler Ashmore with 13 points, 11 for Taylor Peffinger, and 10 for Jerry Boston. And with that win for Highline, that will raise their conference record to 6-5 in NWAAC West, 14-11 on the year. The loss for Centralia, 5-6 in NWAAC West play, 10-15 on the campaign. 32-31, Whatcom with a 1-point lead, 5:21 remaining here in the first half. Orcas basketball forecourt, long shot, angle 3 by Montag, barely tickles the 10. Forecourt now for Skagit Valley, baseline drive. Hall Scriven rolls off the heel of the iron. Coleman, top of the arc, dump it off right-hand side to Salvo. Coleman cover on the man-to-man defensively by DeMarcus Hall Scriven. Montag down to the left corner, 15 to shoot for Whatcom. McGlynn, outlet, 3 on the way. Coleman, too strong, rebound for DeMarcus Hall Scriven and Skagit Valley. Santana pass out to the corner. Iglesia to Thomas on the bounce pass on the baseline. Back to Iglesia, 20 on the shot clock. Long shot outside 3. Isaacson off the iron right-hand side. It will go out of bounds. Right now, Skagit Valley's 12 of 28 from the field at 42.9%. And we got a media timeout at 4:29 here in the first half. Whatcom 32, Skagit Valley 21. So far, Skagit Valley shooting from the field, 12 of 28 at 42.9% from beyond the arc, 3 of 8, 37.5% from the free throw line, 4 of 6, 66.7% for the Whatcom Orcas. 12 of 29 shooting from the field at 41.4%, 5 of 13 from beyond the arc, 38.5% from the free throw line, 3 of 4, 75%, all even in turnovers, 5 apiece Whatcom has the advantage over Skagit. Points off turnovers 5-4. Total rebounds, Skagit Valley 17. Whatcom 11. The breakdown on the rebounds, 4 offensive, 13 defensive for 17 for SVC. 2 offensive, 9 defensive for 11 for the Orcas. Assists, Skagit with 8, Whatcom with 5. Blocks even at 2, steals even at 4. Second chance points, Skagit Valley 4, Whatcom 0. Points in the paint, Skagit 12 and Whatcom 10. Whatcom bringing it bounce in backcourt. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. 32-31. Skagit Valley on a steal. That's a 6 turnover on Whatcom. Willie Thomas. Offhand, up the window. Down it goes. Willie Thomas now for 4 points. 33-32. Lead change number 4 at 4:11. DeMarcus Hall scribing on the right wing. Trying to drive the baseline. Long cross-court pass. Touch-up Santana. Iglesia fires 3! 3 puntos, número 3. 36-32. Ball is loose. Recovered by Skagit Valley. That's a 7 turnover on the Orcas. Iglesia drives on the baseline. Up underneath. Shot up and underneath and fouled. He got fouled on the drive. In the act of shooting, pushing foul on Kenneth Savo, first personal, and the team's 10th. So Skagit Valley gets to shoot doubles for the next 3 minutes and 36 seconds. 36-32. Skagit Valley on an 11-0 run. Iglesia, first free throw, and it goes. Iglesia now with 14. 37-32. One more free throw. Awaits for the right-hander. Up and in. 4 for 5 for the free throw line for Iglesia. Now with 15 points, 38-32. Here's Whatcom going down the length of the floor. Give and go. Andrew Anderson on the layup and in. And that breaks Skagit Valley's 13-0 run. 38-34 Cardinals. 3:15 remaining. Santana step back, switches out. Nice into 2 defenders. Give and go down low. High floater off the window. Down it goes for Willie Thomas. 40-34. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Long shot for 3. Vote. That made contact with the clock above the scoreboard, so it'll be an alternating possession for Skagit Valley. Tyler Blowen back into the Whatcom lineup. Caleb Shelton, 6'5" sophomore forward from Burlington Edison. Iglesia to Santana, back to Iglesia on the overhead. Bounce pass to Santana. Back to Iglesia on the right wing. Hilfling along 3. Front iron back glass. Ball is loose underneath. Recovered by Santana. To Willie Thomas. Iglesia to Santana. Resetting the offense. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. 40-34. 2 dribbles. Iglesia outlet for Hall Scriven. Fires 3. Long on the iron left-hand side. Forecourt Coleman. Going to paint. Shot is up off the back of the iron. Ball is loose. Last touch by Skagit Valley. Inbounds baseline right-hand side of the glass for Makai Harris. In down low. Shot is up. To Alex Coleman on the layup.
Mark Howard.
(40-36). 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Shelton. Santana rolling off the pick, delivered by Thomas to Iglesia. We got a player down for Whatcoms, and he's hurt. Hall Scriven. Down low, Willie Thomas laying up and in.
Willie Thomas.
And we got an injured Whatcom player down on the floor. Thomas now for 8. Officials timeout. Member of training staff for Skagit Valley. And the coach, the head coach for the Orcas. Marcus Montag was the injured player, but he will get up on his own power. He'll walk on his own power to the bench. So with a stoppage in play, 1:41 remaining here in the first half. Skagit Valley 42, Whatcom 36. Top performers right now, Anthony Iglesia for Skagit Valley with 15 points. Daniel Sharp with 10 for the Cardinals. Alex Coleman with 14 points for Whatcom. Marcus Montag, who just got off the floor after brief injury, with 8 points. Whatcom will bring it in bounce in backcourt. And right now, Whatcom is stuck with 2 Skagit defenders. Breaking through is Makai Harris. Outlet, blow and fires 3. Off the heel of the iron. Scramble for the basketball, recovered by Daniel Santana. Credit him with the rebound. Here's Iglesia. Over the stripe. Outlet to the right corner. Shelton. Iglesia on the right wing. Now the cross court up. High float up and in on the layup for Daniel Santana, now for 4. 44-36. Skagit now increases their lead at 8. 1:11 remaining here in the first half of play. McGlynn in between the circles to Coleman. Back to McGlynn from the right wing. He'll pass cross court to Blowen. Back right side to McGlynn. Out left wing, Blowen. Skagit playing a 3-2 matchup zone. Coleman, give and go down low. Lay up and in for Andrew Anderson, now for 8. 44-38. Shot clock, game clock differential, a little over 18 seconds. Santana with it on the front end. Iglesia back to Santana, outlet to the corner. Shelton, free throw line extended for Willie Thomas. Back to the right corner, Iglesia, baseline. Cross court, shot pop, way short. Trying to make a save, and it goes off of Skagit Valley. Turnover number 6 on the Cardinals. Alex Coleman, 14 points in the ball game. Inbounds to Makai Harris. Coleman, double team, long pass in the forecourt. Blowen, give and go down low. Great hustle. Anderson shot up over the 10. At the back of the iron, rebound for DeMarcus Hall-Scriven. Iglesia, right-handed dribble, settles up to the right flat. Pass cross court, Santana. Right-handed dribble, give and go down low. Bullet pass, trying to get it down low to Willie Thomas. And DeMarcus Hall-Scriven, that pass just shot right by. And it's out of bounds. 7 turnover on SVC with 1 second remaining. Inbounds. And that's the horn to sound the end of the first half of play. A scrappy bunch. Those Whatcom squad is this evening. But the Cardinals clawed back in a big way. A huge double-digit run in the latter stage, in the latter part of the first half. As the teams go into the locker room, we got an extended timeout. We'll have numbers, figures, stats, and facts of this game as well as the other games around the NWAAC in men's basketball for the Dave Duval Pavilion here at Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon. SVC Cardinals 44, Whatcom CC Orcas 38. This is NWAAC men's college basketball on Sound Sportsnet. Back with more after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Ryan Seacrest for RAD. Over 300 people in this country are killed every week by a drunk driver. That's the equivalent of 2 747 plane crashes every single week. And the problem isn't going away unless we all do our part to stop it. So if you see someone who's about to drive after drinking, get the keys. Don't leave it up to anyone else. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Matt Henseth. You don't have to be a race car driver to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you can't control, like mechanical issues, high winds, and rain delays. But there's some drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
You just need to take that first step and find free classes near you and leave the drama for the racetrack.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. I encourage you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Josh Groban. After so many years on the stage, one of my favorite things about music is its ability to inspire and nourish the soul. That's why I'm proud to work with Feeding America, an organization that inspires hope for families in need and helps nourish the 16 million kids in this country struggling with hunger. Every year, billions of pounds of excess food go to waste, while 1 in 5 children may be left not knowing where their next meal is coming from, or if it's even coming at all. Thankfully, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food and helps deliver it to kids in need across the country. But they can't do it alone. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We've been married 38 years. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We play golf and we travel, but we also decided we were going to give to and volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
I do the nursing at the clinic.
I work the front office, checking in patients, greeting them, making them feel comfortable.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places, the places that need it most and implement it best.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement too.
We even get a few bless yous. It's incredible.
We're Tom and Cindy Thornton. We volunteer at our community free health clinic, so we don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Halftime here at the Dave Duval Pavilion here at the SVC campus in Mount Vernon. Score at the half, Skagit Valley 44, Whatcom 38. John Jensen, glad to have you with us on this Saturday night here on Sound Sportsnet. The North Sounds Online Sports Source as well on the dual cast tonight as we are tag teaming with Skagit Athletics. Log on to youtube.com and search Skagit Athletics. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's get a gander of games that have transpired around the NWAAC in men's basketball. As we get this thing situated, there we go. Okay. Shoreline a winner on the road at Bellevue, 82-71. Highline 78, Centralia 70. In NWAAC East, Big Bend a winner on the road at Treasure Valley, CC in Ontario, Oregon. 80-75 for the Running Vikings. For the Running Vikings, 4 players in double figures. Leading the team in scoring was Jonathan Thomas with 20 points. 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, 7 of 12 from the free throw line, and 7 rebounds, 3 assists. 18 for Jaden Brown off the bench, 15 for Kaylor Kahana, 14 for Peyton Nielsen. For Treasure Valley, 2 players in double figures, and leading all scorers in that ball game was Dejon Howe with 27 points. Austin White for 11. More games forthcoming here. (98-84), Clackamas a winner at home over Southwest Oregon. And for the Clackamas Cougars out of Oregon City, 25 points for Robert Ford, 17 for Michael Bayshaw, 11 points each for Clay Sullivan and Kawan Carter. And Ford happened to be, he happened to lead all scorers in that ball game for Clackamas. Southwest Oregon, top scorer was Mac Tarver Jr. with 22 points, 21 for Taryn Mosley, 12 for Ryan Bell, and 11 for J.L. Vaughn. Also in NWAAC South in Gresham, Oregon, Umpqua a winner on the road over Mount Hood, 94-83. And for Umpqua, 6 players in double figures. Top scorer for Umpqua was Akoya Ute for 22 points, 20 for Colton Mortensen, 16 for Cameron Benzel, 12 for Isaac Lundgren, 11 points apiece for Cody Fredrickson and Brock Gilbert. In the loss for Mount Hood, leading all scorers in the ball game, Leonard Dixon with 29 points. Had a pretty respectable line, 32 minutes on the floor, 11 of 20 from the field, 7 of 13 from beyond the arc, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Again, 29 points for Leonard Dixon, 14 for Iverson Smith, 12 for Jared Burks, 11 for Javille Collins, and 10 for Davion Stringer. Also in NWAAC South, Lynn Benton at Portland. Portland prevails at home over the Roadrunners of Lynn Benton CC, 76-73. For Portland, 2 players in double figures. Daniel Hornbuckle with 23 points, 22 for Ethan Channel. For Lynn Benton CC, leading all scorers, Kadeem Nelson for 26, 23 for Kyrie Davis, 10 for Fred Harding the 4th. NWAAC East, the final. Yakima Valley a winner at home over Columbia Basin College of Pasco, 86-79. For Yakima Valley, 5 players in double figures. Raymond Guillory III with 21 points, 18 for Journey Booba, 16 for Trey Sanchez, 14 off the bench for Keon Gill, and 10 for Chris Murphy. For Columbia Basin in the loss, 4 players in double figures, leading the CBC Hawks is scoring. Sergio Pineda for 18. A close one at Spokane Falls Community College this evening. Wenatchee Valley, a winner on the road over Community Colleges of Spokane, 78-76. For Wenatchee Valley, 3 players in double figures leading the team in scoring. Chance Michaels with 18, Malik Parsons 15, Abdullah for 10. For CCS, Garrett White for 16, Jaron Williams for 15, 11, Austin White, and 12 for Kobe Reese. And then NWAAC West, Green River, winner on the road over Tacoma CC, 97-65. For Green River, 5 players in double figures. Tanner Nygren leading all scorers with 31 points, all off the bench, 36 minutes. He was 15 of 18 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, had 10 rebounds, so Nygren gets the double-double. 13 for Patreon Lee, 12 for Connor Woodward, 11 Derek Cox, 10 for Britton Gerard. For Tacoma Community College, Emmett Linton III for 27 points, Elijah McLaughlin for 18, scoring in double figures tonight for the Tacoma CC Titans. Chemeketa in Salem, Clark a winner on the road. Clark Penguins out of Vancouver, USA, 94-87. And for the Clark College Penguins, 5 players in double figures. Sean Johnson leading the team in scoring, a tie for the game high with 22 points. 19 for Colton Gorsey. 14 each for Matt Garrison. Dylan Hushaw with 14, and Ethan Smith for 12. For Chemeketa in the loss, DeAndre Russ for 22. 15 for Trey Carlisle. 13 for Jelani Garner. 10 points each for Zach Schirmer and Josiah Castillo. North Idaho, another blowout win. This time over the Blue Mountain CC Timberwolves, 119-77. For North Idaho College, 5 players in double figures leading the team in scoring and leading all scorers in the contest. Jaden Dewar for 26 points, 24 for Nate Pryor, 21 for Christian Guess, 17 for Emmett Taylor III, 11 for Marcus Austin. For Blue Mountain CC, 4 players in double figures leading the team in scoring was Dede Sem for 18, 16 for Levi Burke, 14 Sean Bronshaw, and 10 for Dylan Grogan. Peninsula, easy win over Olympic, 85-63. For Peninsula, Davian Harris-Williams with 27 points. 11 for Malik Moore, 10 each from Marquise Gersk and Nathan Spain. Top scorer for Olympic. There were 3 players in double figures leading the team in scoring. Eli Reynolds for 17 points. 25 seconds remain at Everett. Edmonds and Everett are tied at 74. We're going to keep that one. We're going to look at that one close. NWAAC West, Lower Columbia, hammering Grays Harbor 89-48. And 5:42 remaining in the first half at Pierce College in Lakewood. South Puget Sound 41, Pierce 31. Halftime numbers for this ball game look like this for the team. For Whatcom, 15 of 37, 40.5% from beyond the arc, 5 of 16, 31.3% from the free throw line, 3 of 4, 75%. For Skagit Valley, 17 of 37 from the field at 45.9%, 4 of 12 from beyond the arc at 33.3%, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 75%. Skagit on the advantage of rebounds, 21-12. Assists, 12-7. Steals, 6-4. As we start second half of action. Top scorers in the ball game, Anthony Iglesia. High shot put up by Daniel Santana, and he's fouled. For Skagit Valley, Anthony Iglesia leading all scorers with 15 points, including 3, hitting 3 from the land of plenty. 10 points for Daniel Sharp. Top scorer for Whatcom, Mark Howard, for 14 points. Free throws, first of two. Daniel Santana's up and in. Daniel Santana now for 5. 8 for Willie Thomas off the bench. 3 for Kate Isaacson, 2 for A.J. Chappelle, 2 for DeMarcus Hall-Scriven, and the second free throw's up and in for Santana, now for 6. Long shot, 3.
Tyler Blue.
Tyler Blowett hits for long range, his second 3 of the ball game. 46-41, Skagit. Iglesia on the right wing. Dumping out to Santana, long cross court pass to the corner. Isaacson, Chappelle working around the wheel. Here's a high floater up for Santana. Love those floaties. Santana now for 8. 48-41. Marcus Montag covering the man-to-man defensively with A.J. Chappelle. Ball is loose, give and go, and they're going to call the foul on Isaacson. Looked like that he had all rock on that on the drive by Anderson.
Foul in Skagit Valley, 5, Kate Isaacson. That's his second and team.
Second personal for Isaacson, and the first team foul here in the second half for Skagit Valley. Free throws coming up for Andrew Anderson, who has 8 points in the ball game. First one for the left-hander. Springs it off and got the shooter's roll. Front, back, dropped right in. So Anderson now with 9, 8 points for Marcus Montag, 5 for Spencer Martin, 3 for, actually now 6 for Tyler Blowen. And the second free throw for Anderson's up and in. 48-43. Cardinals lead at 5 with 18:30 to go here in the second half. Santana cross court. Chappelle back to Santana overhead. Knife in through 2 defenders. Shot and took 1 too many. Skagit Valley officially with 8 turnovers in the ball game. Actually, make that 7, I beg your pardon. 7 turnovers for Skagit, 8 for Whatcom. Chappelle. Forecourt to Iglesia on the right wing. Matched up with a man-to-man with Howard. Long cross-court pass to the corner to DeMarcus Hall-Scriven. Feet in the low post, left-hand side, backs on down in the middle. It's Sharp. Little dump off the left hand. Lay up and in. Sharp now for 12. 50-43. Here's Harris. Shot up and short on the iron right-hand side. Rebound by Daniel Sharp. Iglesia, cross-court into the forecourt pass. Iglesia, long shot, outside 3! 3 puntos, número 4. 18 points now for Anthony Iglesia. 53-43. Skagit Valley's lead at the dime now at 10. Howard, pass on the right corner to Harris. Faced up defensively, long baseline pass. Shot up for 3. Montag, no. Put back up and in. Tyler Blowen now for 8. 53-45. 17 minutes left here in the second half. Iglesia to A.J. Chappelle, right in front of the bench along the far sideline. Give and go down low to Daniel Sharp. Sharp now for 14, 55-45. And an offensive foul. And the foul called on Marcus Montag, first personal. 16:39 remaining here in the second half. 55-45, Skagit Valley. It's Iglesia on the high post right-hand side. He'll back out. Long range three. Front iron, back glass off right. Makai Harris blows by through. Ball is loose. That will be the night turnover on Whatcom. Skagit's got numbers 3 on 2. Give and go down low to Sharp. Great idea for Iglesia on that quick touch and the little flick to get that down low to Sharp. Daniel just could not handle the rock. 8 turnover. Eleven 7 in the half scoring. Long shot outside 3 from the right wing. Michael McLean. 55-48. A.J. Chappelle puts the fist up. Gets the play into motion now. The Marcus Hall Scriven top of the arc. He'll step up short from the 14-foot. 14-footer from near the right corner on the post. Hall Scriven now for 4. 57-48. 15:30 left here in the second half. Errant pass. Harris tried to pull it down. It goes out of bounds for Whatcom's 10th turnover. The Marcus Hall Scriven in backcourt. A.J. Chappelle. Slow dribble on the right hand, right below the feet of the Cardinal. Logo working the wheel on the left-hand side. Santana, Hall Scriven. He'll knife in through in between 3 defenders trying to make a save. Got up and underneath, high off the window, too strong. Loose ball recovered by Blowen. 9th turnover on Skagit Valley. Harris. Match up with a man-to-man defensively with Iglesia. Dump it up to the left wing, McLean. Covered defensively by Chappelle. Up fake, baseline drive, and a contact foul. It's going to be on Daniel Sharp. That will be the 3rd personal on Sharp.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 34, Daniel Sharp. That's his 3rd and team's 2nd.
Willie Thomas. And we got the media timeout.
Media timeout.
Media timeout comes at 14:52 remaining here in the second half. Skagit Valley 57, Whatcom 48. (13-10). Skagit Valley has the advantage in scoring here in the second half. Let's take a look at other scores around the NWAAC. As mentioned, Edmonds and Everett tied. They're still tied now in overtime. 5 seconds remaining at 80 all. We're watching that game closely because right now, Everett and Skagit Valley are tied at the top of the NWAAC Northern Division with conference records of 8-2. Edmonds is 6-4, currently 2 games behind. As we look at the standings, the current standings right now, Everett and Skagit tied at the top at 8-2 in the north. Peninsula's 8-3, Shoreline 7-4, Edmonds at 6-4. So we're going to be watching that Everett-Edmonds game very closely. They're playing that game at the Walt Price Fitness Center in Everett. Takeaway by Chappelle. High float out the window. Down the hatch. Give him the hoop, the Harmon, the foul. A.J. Chappelle. Angle the drive, right-hand side.
This is 3rd and team's
Foul on Michael McGlynn for Whatcom. 3rd personal. 3rd team foul for the Orcas. Chappelle at the free throw line for the 3-point play with those lime green shoes. And the free throw's up and in. 60-48. 14:44 remaining here in the second half. Skagit Valley leading it by a dozen. Out to the left wing, fire lefty, long three. Off iron, put back up, no. Second effort, nothing there. On the offensive rebound, and we are going to have a Whatcom. Whatcom going to go to the free throw line. Holding foul on Willie Thomas for Skagit Valley. First personal on Thomas. And actually, it was fouled not in the act of shooting, so it'll be brought in, bounce baseline left-hand side of the glass. We have an official timeout. An equipment timeout as Tyler Blowen getting things situated with his jersey back into the shorts. Outlet, Blowen, three. Off iron, front iron, back and out. Rebound, Daniel Santana. Game gone final in Everett. Everett 83, Edmonds 80. And Willie Thomas had his foot, ended up with his foot on the baseline, ends up going out of bounds. Turnover number 10 on SVC. (60-48). Skagit Valley. Whatcom with it forecourt. Howard in down low. Lost the handle out of bounds. Turnover number 11 on the Orcas. Straight three on the way to Arkansas, driving off the mark. Santana with the offensive rebound to Willie Thomas. And trying to scramble right in, Spencer Martin. And somehow he got corkscrewed as both of them twisted. And Spencer Martin going to pick up his third personal. It was fourth personal foul. Fourth team. Substitution coming in for Whatcom. That will be Andrew Anderson. Anderson with 10 points. Chappelle. A.J. Chappelle for SVC. They inbound to the left-hand side of the window to Santana. Overhead pass, Hall Stryven. He'll work away to his left, up to the corner. Long shot, three. Ring around, in and out. Rung right to left and out. Montag with it, forecourt for Whatcom. To the corner to Salvo. Baseline left-hand side. Shot up and underneath for Anderson. And Anderson is fouled in the act of shooting. I think that's going to be on Willie Thomas. And if that's the case, that will be his second. No. That will be on A.J. Chappelle.
Foul, Skagit Valley number 3, A.J. Chappelle. That's his second and the team's
Chappelle's second. Team's fourth. Both teams at 4 team fouls. Free throw number 1 of 2 made for Andrew Anderson. Anderson now for 11. Second free throw for the lefty, up and in as well. (60-50). Cardinals with a 10-point lead. Here's Skagit Valley with it. Free throw line extended, 15-footer. Rattle around in and out. Offensive putback. Shot put up by Hall Stryven. Is blocked that way by Marcus Montag and ends up going out of bounds. It will be Skagit Valley basketball. Baseline right-hand side of the glass. Daniel Santana to do the honors. Our officials this evening, Manny Nichols, Andre Springer, and Tanner Williams. Santana. In down low, shot put up by Willie Thomas, and Thomas is fouled. He wanted to put the two-hand pack down right up in front. He's got to earn him the hard way from the free throw line.
Number 12, Andrew Anderson. That's his third.
Andrew Anderson, personal foul number 3. Willie Thomas from the free throw line. First of 2 free throws is up and in. 74.7% from the free throw line. Thomas for 9. (61-50) with 12:46 remaining here in the second half. Here's the second free throw. Front iron short. Rebound by Howard. Allen to the left wing, firing McGlynn, long three. Look out. McGlynn, that's his second three of the night. 61-53. And down low, Willie Thomas shot up in a holding foul. Foul to the act. Thomas will go to the strike.
Foul on Whatcom, number 23, Marcus Montag. That's his second.
Montag picks up his second personal foul. 16. Whatcom is at the limit. Thomas, 6'6" sophomore point guard out of Lincoln High, Tacoma. Free throw, first one, sprung it off the heel. Two dribbles, spins twice, shot is up the way, short on front. Howard along the far sideline. Face up, he's a double team in down low. There's Anderson, ball is loose, recovered by Daniel Santana for Skagit Valley. Turnover number 12 on the Orcas. There's Santana on the drive. Montag on the block and out of bounds. Makai Harris back into the Orcas lineup in place of Marcus Montag. Anthony Iglesia with 18 points. Willie Thomas, free throw line extended in down low. Try to get it to Sharp. Mishandled it. 11 turnover on Skagit Valley. Here's McGlynn with it. Front end to Howard. Long fired three. Front iron short. Rebound by Daniel Sharp for the Skagit Valley College Cardinals. Iglesia, top of the arc. Dumps it off on the left perimeter. Willie Thomas, he'll back in, spins. Clockwise, shot up too strong. Here's Sharp with it, scramble for the basketball, and there's going to be a contact foul called on Whatcom. So as we have a stoppage in play, the floor crew getting now wiped off. As we are looking for clarification on what transpired. What we saw was Daniel Sharp.
Technical foul called on Skagit Valley, number 0, Willie Thomas.
Willie Thomas called for a technical foul. And a technical free throws for Kenneth Savo. (61-53), 61-54, 61-55. But Skagit Valley, that's a 15 foul on Skagit. Willie Thomas has his now with three fouls. But Skagit has possession. So we have an official's timeout to get things sorted out. The technical foul occurred when Daniel Sharp, Daniel Sharp got control of the loose ball. It's going to be Whatcom basketball. And it'll go the other way. Traveling. Chappelle. Out to the right wing, covered on the man by Savo. That's right corner, flinging a long three. Hey! 3 puntos, numero 5. 21 on the night for Iglesia. 64-55. Baseline onto the right-hand side, low post right. Harris. Dump it off back to Howard. Faces a double team. Outlet. Left. 3 on the way. McClin. Front iron back glass and out. Rebound by Daniel Sharp. Chappelle. Forecourt to Santana. Into the paint. And down low to Sharp. Give and go. High. Hook up and in! For A.J. Chappelle. Give him the hoop behind the foul. Way to slip in through the fenders and drop that one. Oh, kiss off the glass.
Foul on Whatcom, number 12, Andrew Anderson.
Foul on Andrew Anderson.
Team 7.
4th personal, team 7. Whatcom is over the limit. Chappelle will go to the free throw line for the 3-point play with 7 points. There's the free throw is in. $67-55. Mark Howard, high post right-hand side. He'll dump it out back perimeter left. McClin fires 3. Way too long. Off everything. On glass and no iron. Hall Scriven on the rebound to Iglesia. His foot over the Cardinal fist right on the floor. Iglesia drives outside of the lane. Outlet kick. The Chappelle corner. Fire 3. Off the mark. Hit the side of the backboard. Up forecourt. Whistle blown and an offensive foul on Whatcom.
Foul on Whatcom, number 24, Mark Howard. That's his second and the team's 8th.
2nd personal foul on Mark Howard. 8th on the team. We got a timeout on the floor. Media timeout at 9:53 remaining here in the second half. Skagit Valley 67. Skagit Valley 67, Whatcom Orcas 55. Right now, Skagit's outscoring Whatcom 23-17. As we will get a look at the one game that we were keeping really close tabs on. In overtime, Everett defeats Edmonds 83-80. Two free throws knocked down by Pyle McCooey. Actually, one free throw made for Pyle McCooey. Then he made a layup. The free throw to break the tie at 80. It was 81-80, and then Pyle McCooey made a layup with just 1 second remaining. 83-80, Everett over Edmonds in overtime. Back to action here at the Dave Duval Pavilion, 67-55. Skagit Valley with a 12-point lead. DeMarcus Hall Scriven up cross court. Chappelle throws a high floater. All glass off of the Cardinals. Skagit Valley, 10 turnovers. Whatcom has 14. And the drive, right wing, Howard, out of bounds. That's touched by the Cardinals. It will be Whatcom ball, baseline right-hand side of the glass. Howard, inbounds baseline right-hand side of the window to Savo on the baseline. Cover on the man defensively. DeMarcus Hall Scriven to Harris. High post right, goes past cross court. McGlynn will fire with a long three. Short on the left-hand side. Scramble for the basketball up and underneath. Anderson will get the shooter's roll up and in.
Andrew Anderson.
Anderson now for 14. 67-57. Santana on the left wing, switches the dribble right to left. Trying to get to Hall Scriven and goes out of bounds. Turnover number 11 on Skagit Valley. 8:45 remaining. Right wing, Howard. Low post right. Overhead pass, Anderson. Outlet corner three. Too long on the mark by Savo. Ball is loose up and underneath. Got the roll. Count the bucket for Kenneth Savo. First personal foul on the Marcus Hall Scriven. 6-team foul. Shot for the three-point play coming up for Kenneth Savo. Right-handers up. Off the heel, the iron. Rebound by Hall Scriven. Anthony Iglesia. Left-handed switches out to the right. Out to the right flat. Chappelle rolls off the pick, delivered by Sharp. To the top of the arc, Iglesia, outlet. Hall Scriven, cross-court pass, and 10 out to the corner. Chappelle in down low to Sharp. Shot is up and a foul called on Whatcom. Holding foul called on Kenneth Savo. Second personal foul, team's 9th. Daniel Sharp. Sharp to the free throw line. 75.7% free throw shooter. First free throw's up and in. Sharp has 15. Second free throw on the way for the 6'8" center. Rings in. 69-59, 8 minutes remaining in regulation time. Here's Whatcom with Harris at the free throw line. Keeping it closer to the dribble. Ball is recovered by Whatcom and Howard. Down low, shot is up and count the bucket for Mark Howard. 16 points for Mark Howard.
Foul on Skagit Valley number 3, A.J. Chappelle. That's his third.
Foul on Chappelle. That's his third personal. Team 7. Yeah, Whatcom has 9 team fouls right now. Here's Howard for the three-point play. Front iron off the mark right. DeMarcus Hall Scriven to Iglesia. Matching up with the man-to-man defensively is Kenneth Salvo on Iglesia. Bounce pass out to the far sideline. Chappelle down to the corner to Iglesia. Rolls off the Sharp pick. Step back. Right angle three. Ring around in and out. Rebound. Whatcom. Makai Harris. Howard over the half-court stripe and an offensive foul. Mark Howard picks up his third personal. Turnover number 15 on the Orcas.
His third and team's 10th.
Hall Scriven. Chappelle. Iglesia to Hall Scriven, back up on top. Santana back to Iglesia. Matching up. Howard defensively. 10 to shoot now for SVC. Dribble between the legs, once, twice, switches off, left, right. NBA three, rung right to left, tip up and miss by Hall Scriven, put back up. No, it's going to be a holding foul called on Whatcom on the shot.
Foul on Whatcom number 15, Makai Harris.
Now on Makai Harris for Whatcom, his third personal foul, team's 10th. Skagit Valley, they get to shoot doubles the rest of the way, 6:55. Skagit Valley has 7 team fouls. 6:55 remaining in regulation time. SVC Cardinals 69, Whatcom CC Orcas 61. John Jensen, glad to have you with us on the dual cast tonight on SoundSportsNet.com and on YouTube. On Skagit Athletics, first of 2 free throws. For DeMarcus Hall, scribing up and in. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Making the first of two. 70-61. Second free throw for the 6'3" freshman. Up and in. Hall scribing now with 6. 10 points, the lead now for the Cardinals. 71-61 to count. Harris out to the right wing. Outlet left wing. Savo fires three and got it. Savo now for 6. 71-64. And a foul as Iglesia trying to make the dribble, and Savo will pick up his third personal foul.
That's his third.
What a crowd tonight here at the Pavilion. Free throws for Anthony Iglesia. He is 4 for 5 from the free throw line. First free throw, front iron, on off iron right. Trying to get a roll, but did not happen. 21 points so far tonight for the 5'7" freshman from McQuaid Jesuit High School. Rochester, New York, knocked him down to second free throw, now with 22. 72-64, SVC, 6:20 remaining. Howard on the left wing, covered by Santana defensively. Steps up and shot up and over the 10. It goes, recovered by Hall Scriven. Skagit's got numbers 2-on-1. Iglesia, shot put up, partially deflected, out of bounds. It will be Whatcom basketball. Savo. Harris, out left wing. Cover on the man is Chappelle. Trying to get help. Get the call, go ball side with Savo. Out to the far sideline left. Covered by DeMarcus Hall Scriven. Losing the basketball from behind. Scramble for the leather. Out of bounds. Cardinal ball. It's going to be Skagit. They get Whatcom ball. Went off last Hall Scriven. Kai Harris, baseline, left-hand side of the window. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Howard in down low, ball stolen away by Iglesia. 16 turnover. Iglesia on the high right-handed dribble, give and go. That was a golden opportunity for the Cardinals. Skagit turns it over for the 12th time. Outlet, long left three, shot by McClin. Short iron left-hand side, rebound by Hall Scriven. As we're getting close to the 5-minute mark here in the second half. 72-64 SVC. Iglesia, dribble between the wickets. Comes off to Santana with 15 to shoot for the Cardinals. Rolls off the sharp pick. Santana sets up, step back, 16-footer. Ball is loose. Recovered by Whatcom. Give and go, down low, shot is up, over the 10 it goes. Great save by Santana. And we got a foul underneath the basket.
Delay of game warning on Skagit Valley before Daniel Santana.
And there's a delay of game warning called on Skagit Valley. Timeout. It's immediate timeout at 4:47 left in the second half. Skagit Valley 72. Skagit Valley 72, Whatcom CC 64. Or make that's right, 72-64. Skagit Valley outscoring Whatcom here in the second half, 28-26. Once again, don't forget, Cardinals on the road this week at Shoreline CC on Wednesday afternoon and evening. Women's basketball game tips off at 5 p.m. Men tip 5:30. 5:30 for the women's tip and 7:30 for the men's tip-off at Shoreline. That's next Wednesday night. Then a week from tonight, at Edmonds. Afternoon basketball. 2 p.m. the tip for the women's game. 4 p.m. tip for the men's game. We'll have all the games for you on soundsportsnet.com on the audio cast. And we wrap up the regular season schedule. Home date with the Olympic College Rangers. Find out all the details. Log on to athletics.skagit.edu. Skagit basketball forecourt, 15 to shoot. Here's Hall Scriven. Shot put up. Contact. Foul on Whatcom.
Foul on Whatcom, number 20, Kenneth Salvo. That's his fourth.
And Kenneth Salvo for Whatcom picks up his fourth personal foul. 10th team. Again, Skagit Valley will get doubles the rest of the way for the free throw line. Hall Scriven. First free throw's up and in. D-Mark. Hall Scriven now for 7. Second free throw on the way. Off the mark. 73-64. Forecourt for Howard for Whatcom. Baseline, lost the handle, off the leg and out of bounds. Turnover. Seventeen turnovers on Whatcom CC. There's DeMarcus Hall Scriven, 6'3" freshman from Anchorage, Alaska. Anchorage Christian High. Lacey up on top between the circles to Caleb Sheldon. Hall Scriven. Outright wing. Chappelle with 10 to shoot for the Cardinals. Daniel Santana. Pass left perimeter to Shelton. Back to Santana with 6 and 5. Match up with a man-to-man with Howard. Angled 3. Off the mark left-hand side. It made contact with the rim before the shot clock went up. Rebound Harris. Allen to Salvo. Pass between the circles to Harris. Out right wing to McGlynn. Approaching 3 minutes, 30 seconds here in the second half. 73-64 SVC. Harris, ball snagged away. Errant pass. Loose ball recovered by Whatcom. Outlet, left corner for Howard. Goes on the angle 3 and got it. Howard now for 19 points. Timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. (73-67). Skagit Valley holds to a 6-point lead. Now, Whatcom has the scoring advantage in the second half now at 29-28. Let's check that. It's 29 all. 29 all. 73-67. SVC. Hard-fought game tonight. And we noticed, too, that Marquand Williams was not suited for this game. As we, head coach Carl Howe gets the play up on the board. Alex Dutrenoy suited in his warm-ups. Caleb Deutschman also is suited up and on the bench, ready to go. 73-67. Skagit Valley up by a half dozen. Chappelle, pass up the top between the circles to Iglesia. 3 minutes left in regulation right now. 13 on the shot clock for the Cardinals. Iglesia, step back, out to the left wing, and a traveling call on Daniel Santana. Turnover number 13 on SVC. Slow dribble by Mark Howard. Cover on the man defensively is Santana. On the perimeter right-hand side, going cross-court to Savo, playing with 4 personal fouls. McLean in between the circles. Paul almost stolen away by Chappelle. Recovered by Harris with 8 to shoot. In down low, trying to make a save. And it will end up being out of bounds. Last touch by Spencer Martin. 18th turnover on the Whatcom Orcas. 2:29. Paul Scriven inbounds from backcourt to A.J. Chappelle. It's a 2-possession game right now, but Skagit would like to get themselves lengthened out. Iglesia out to the right flat. Santana left-handed pass to Chappelle on cross court. 10 to shoot now for the Cardinals. Wants a knife inside. Outlet baseline drive. Santana shot up and short. Blocking foul on Whatcom. Cardinals will go to the line for 2 shots. Foul is on the Orcas, Michael McLean. 4th personal. Daniel Santana from the stripe. High arc, up and in on the first free throw. (74-67). Second free throw all the way. High arc. Hits front iron short. Spencer Martin. Howard. Outlet to the right corner. Savo fires a long 3. Off iron on the left-hand side. Whatcom gets the offensive rebound and a fresh shot clock. Outlet long 3. That one rims in and out by Howard. Chappelle. Iglesia. Over the timeline. Switching the dribble right to left. 74-67. It's a 7-point Skagit Valley lead. 90 seconds, a buck and a half left in regulation time. Paul Scriven in down low to Sharp. And a foul, a holding foul will be called on Whatcom.
Foul on Whatcom, number 24, Mark Howard.
Mark Howard, 4th personal foul. Daniel Sharp. A 76% free throw shooter, first free throw. And that one sprung off the heel of the iron. Two for 3 for the free throw line tonight for Sharp. Has 16 points. Second free throw on the way. That one rattles home. 75-67, 1:20 left in regulation time. Howard. Nice inside the paint. Give and go. Ball is loose down low. Be covered by Santana for the Cardinals. That's the 19th turnover. Iglesia. Settles to the left flat. Dug in a double team. Bounce pass to Chappelle. Back to Santana. Switching the dribble left to right. Go between the wickets. Back to the tween. With 7 seconds to drive up and underneath, and an offensive foul.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 1,
Anthony Iglesia, first personal foul, team's 8th. Shot clock, game clock differential, 19.3 seconds. As Iglesia and Caleb Shelton check out. An 8-point Skagit Valley lead. Forecourt on the dribble is Harris. Backs up to the right corner to McLean. Caleb Deutschman new in the game for the Cardinals. Reverse layup and in for Spencer Martin. And that's 7 points now for Martin. 75-69. Shot clock, game clock differential. 8.2 seconds. Technical foul. Spencer Martin picks up his fifth personal foul, a technical foul. Spencer Martin is disqualified from further competition. 7 points in the ball game. Free throws, technical free throws coming up for A.J. Chappelle. Caleb Deutschman, 6'1" freshman from Lakewood High School. Here by Arlington, here's the shot. First of two technical free throws is good for Chappelle. 76, 69, 38, and 2:10 seconds remain. Second free throw. Got it to go. So Chappelle now with 10 points. 77-69. Skagit will have the basketball in backcourt. Bringing it in bounds is Hall Scriven. Chappelle stuck in a double team in backcourt. Keeping the dribble alive needs help. And I think we got a timeout. I think timeout Skagit Valley. Timeout Skagit Valley College.
Timeout Skagit Valley.
It is a 30-second timeout.
Yeah.
77-69. Skagit can hold on to the lead. They will stay atop of NWAAC North with the Everett CC Trojans, who won in overtime at the Walt Price Fitness Center in Everett this evening over Edmonds. Overtime, 83-80. So that makes things a bit compelling now. Edmonds is currently on the outside looking in, a full game behind Shoreline, who currently is 7-4 on the year. Pass into the forecourt to Chappelle. Shot clock, game clock differential, about 7.5 seconds. Chappelle, free throw line. Dribbles front, goes back. Ritz Boot covering him on him defensively. With 7 seconds. The angle, Santana off the leg and out of bounds. Shot clock dead, 12.5 seconds. Harris, top of Salvo, outlet, long, NBA three, short on the mark by McGlynn, 3-2, Deutschman on the recovery. That's the horn, that's the game. Final score, Skagit Valley 77, Whatcom 69. Skagit will stay atop of the NWAAC Northern Division with the Everett CC Trojans now 9-2 on the year for the Cardinals, 24-2 overall. For the Whatcom Orcas, their record will fall to 2 wins, 9 losses in Northern Division play, 5-18 of the year. Congratulatory shaking of hands. Heck of a ball game tonight. Final stats coming up after we take time out from the Dayton Duval Pavilion at Skagit Valley College. SVC 77, Whatcom 69. Back after we take this time out here on Sound Sports Net. You're in the game on the dual cast tonight on YouTube with Skagit Athletics. More for this.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzzed driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Dave Duval Pavilion NWAAC postgame here on Sound Sports Net and the dual cast tonight on YouTube with Skagit Athletics. Your final score: Skagit Valley College Cardinals 77, Whatcom CC Orcas 69. John Jensen, again, thank you so much for taking the time out to join us. Let's get to the team statistics for tonight for Whatcom Community College for the ball game. 25 of 66 from the field, 37.9%, 10 of 33 from beyond the arc, 30.3% for the free throw line, 9 of 12 for 75%. For Skagit Valley College, shooting for the ball game, 25 of 68, 36.8%, 6 of 21 from the land of plenty, 28.6%, 21 of 30 from the free throw line, 70%. To the incidentals, the little things that mean a lot. Points in the paint, Skagit Valley 30, Whatcom 24. Points off turnover, Skagit 17, Whatcom 15. Second chance points, all even at 6 aside. Bench points, Skagit 16, Whatcom 14. 2 ties, 4 lead changes. Skagit had the advantage in rebounds, 37-28. The breakdown on the rebounds for Skagit Valley, 8 offensive, 29 defensive for 37. For Whatcom, 7 offensive, 21 defensive for 28. Skagit had the advantage in assists, 15-13. Advantage in the steals, 12-7. Whatcom had 6 blocks. Skagit Valley, 2 turnovers in the ball game. Whatcom 20, Skagit 15. Individual statistics look like this. For Whatcom Community College, 2 players in double figures. Mark Howard for 19 points. Andrew Anderson for 14. 8 for Tyler Blowen off the bench. Marcus Montag for 8. 7 apiece for Kenneth Savo and Spencer Martin. 6 for Michael McGlynn to round out the scoring for Whatcom Community College. For SVC, Cardinals had 3 players in double figures, leading all scorers tonight. Anthony Iglesia, what a line. 38 minutes on the floor, 6 of 16 from the field, 5 of 11 from the land of plenty. 3 puntos, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 22 points for the freshman, 5'7" freshman guard out of Rochester, New York. Daniel Sharp, 17 points. 10 for A.J. Chappelle. 9 apiece for Willie Thomas off the bench and Daniel Santana. 7 for DeMarcus Hall-Scriven. 3 for Cade Isaacson for the ball game. Again, Skagit Valley maintains their standing atop of the NWAAC Northern Division with Everett. Everett winning in overtime over Edmonds, 83-80. And Skagit with the win tonight keeps themselves atop of the table, tied with Everett. Now keep in mind, Skagit and Everett split their season series. So when it comes to potential tiebreakers, it's going to be the criteria being record versus common opponents. That is going to seal that fate. But for Skagit Valley, next week is going to be absolutely critical because the Cardinals, they got to go to Shoreline on Wednesday, and then a week from tonight at Edmonds. And Edmonds playing Everett as close as they did. You know those games are going to be so important. Wednesday at Shoreline, special tip-off times. Women tip off at 5:30. Men tip off at 7:30. We fire off the audio stream on soundsportsnet.com at 4:30 p.m. Now for Saturday, a week from tonight, they're both afternoon games. Women will tip off next Saturday, February 22nd, 2 p.m. to tip. Men will tip off at 4 o'clock. That means our audio stream will fire off 1 o'clock on next Saturday afternoon. And then the finale here at the Dave Duval Pavilion in a week and a half as the regular season wraps up with the Olympic College Rangers. You want to find out what's happening in Skagit Valley College athletics? It's really easy. Log on to athletics.skagit.edu. That's athletics.skagit.edu. And feel free to swing by our website too, soundsportsnet.com. Connect with us on social media. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, all with the same handle, Sound Sports Net. And don't forget to spread the word to families, friends, Skagit Valley alumni, as next week is going to be very critical, especially for the SVC men in terms of their seeding, as they are pretty much close to locking down a playoff berth to the NWAAC basketball championships to be held the 5th, March 5th through the 8th, 14th and 15th at the Price Fitness Center on the campus of Everett Community College. So there you have it. You're on the ball and up to date. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm John Jensen, reminding you to be good to you and yours. Be healthy, be happy, and by all means, please do be safe out there every day and every way. For a final time here at the Dave Duval Pavilion at Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon, SVC Cardinals 77, Whatcom CC Orcas 69. The proceeding has been a special presentation of Sound Sports Net, Skagit Valley College, and the Northwest